Here's a real nice Singer 114 E103. This is a Chainstitch embroidery machine. Actually, it's capable of two different stitches, the chain stitch and the moss stitch, but just know that you can change this to produce two different distinct stitches. See right here, there is a knob that this is spring loaded. You pull it out and it will turn 180 degrees, and you can see the notch coming around, and it'll just click into place. You change that, and then you change the way the needle hook faces by 180 degrees. That changes the stitch style to the moss stitch. And then you can easily move it back to chain stitch just like that. These machines the design of this machine is very old. So like on this machine, you can see that this handle moves a bit. On this machine it doesn't do anything, but the design is that of which the motion of the machine can be engaged or disengaged with this handle. Inside the machine is pretty simple. This machine has parts that are missing. This machine, those parts are never installed on it. The motion disengaging system it's unneeded in today's machines when each machine has its own motor, and in this case a servo motor. So you just take your foot off the pedal and the machine will stop. The old motion engage disengage systems were for a long time ago, when power was distributed to many machines through one central shaft that belts would go around, and so basically this would be spinning all the time, and you would engage and disengage the machine with the handle underneath. This machine is in near new condition. I don't think that it's been used very much at all. I know I haven't used it much. I've done a few things like this, just kind of playing around to see what the machine would do and to make sure it's running good. The worst thing on this machine are a few blemishes from just sitting around in somebody's garage. And right here, somebody, it looks like maybe used some pliers, and there's just a couple of nicks around this. And then right here you can see again the trials and tribulations of being in a garage for several years, and some nicks on the top of the machine. As far as being used, I don't think it has been. It's in really good shape. These machines are not the typical length of a machine. This is about 16.5 inches long. So this table, the hole in it's a little different than what I would say is your standard closer to 18-inch hole that most machines use. This may be the same size footprint as like a Singer zigzag, the 20U series. I think those would fit in this hole. Also, this has been notched out for this handle. So if the handle's not in the right position, it won't move up and down. So you have to have the handle in this position, and then it'll just pass through this notch. So this table is set up for this machine. These machines are real easy to lubricate. A lot of the stuff is exposed. These machines actually have a guard or a plate that goes on here. Everybody I see using them, it's gone. When I got this machine, it was missing, but this is the way most people use them. So everything is easy to see for oiling, and then there's just a couple red points where you can add oil on here, and everything else is just wherever you see movement, put a little drop of oil. Get you one of these zoom spouts. And then down here it's the same story, just look for where movement occurs and just add a drop. So you can see everything moves really smoothly on this machine. One of the common methods for using larger spools of thread like this, thread stand underneath the table. Then install an eye, and it needs to be directly over the thread. So straight above it. It can't be off to the side or anything, because then what happens is the thread tries to pull over to the side and you end up with varying degrees of tension. Make sure that eye is directly over the thread spool like this one. And then here you can see my servo motor gives you good speed control. Now this machine has the newer style of tension control, which it has what I'm used to seeing in tension control here, and then there's this the spring. This is the preferred method of tension control. So this machine is capable of a lot more than just squiggly lines. This has more to do with my level of skill compared to actually what the machine can accomplish. On Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, there are tons of examples of some of the amazing things that people accomplish with these chain-stitch embroidery machines. Just beautiful results. All this is doing is showing you that this machine performs flawlessly, and also to kind of help you see the setup that this machine is. With this machine, the table, and a servo motor, just kind of how it behaves. So you can sew pretty slowly with this machine. So when you're getting started, you can take your time and maybe lay some stuff in. I get the feeling that as a person practices with this machine, they'll get faster, and so the nice thing is you will have that option. So, and it can go faster than this even. So I don't know what the right speed is for this. It could vary by person. I don't know. I'm not much of an expert on it, but these are cool machines and they're capable of a lot of neat stuff. I'll put some links in the description so that you can go and see kind of what people are capable of doing with these machines. They do a lot of different thread colors. They make beautiful patches and embroidery on jackets and jeans. Of course, you can also do names on bowling shirts and uniform shirts. You can make patches. This thing, you can just do a lot of stuff with it. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please consider subscribing to my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to be notified anytime I post a video, click the bell under this video.